Welcome once again to the quick start guide to C. Today we are going to look at arrays. Let's revisit the data types once again. Integer I, this creates a variable I which is of type integer. So I can store 1, it can store 20, it can store 2, 0, 3, 3, 3, 0, etc. in a single integer. A is one character. A, B are two characters. A, B, C are three characters. To store hello, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. Why? The answer is very simple. 1 is a single number, and so is 20, and so is 2330, and so on. All these are single numbers. However, A is one ASCII number, but A, B, C are three ASCII numbers, not a single ASCII number. Here, if you look at this, 20 has two digits, but it is a single integer. Here, these are three characters. These are not a single character. A, B, C are three ASCII characters. So, what do we do in order to store a name? We have to use arrays. What is an array? An array is a collection. We have talked about data types and data, and we have said that variables are nothing but boxes in which data can go in. An array is a collection of boxes. So suppose we want to store the name Jack. So we need a collection of boxes. We need 4 boxes, J, A, C, K. In one box we'll store J, in the other box we'll store A, and so on and so forth. How do we identify the boxes? We identify them by the numbers. So the first box is 0, followed by 1, followed by 2 and 3, and so on. Each element can be identified by a number. So N0, this is N, and N0 is J, and 1 is A, and 2 is C, and 3 is K, and so on. The whole name can just be identified by this N. We don't need any braces over here, square braces. How to input a name? This is a small piece of code. Char name1 10. This is defining a name. Just as you are defining integer I, we are saying name 1. But this is an array. It is a collection of boxes, and 10 boxes. This means in this name we can, size of the array is 10. So arrays have limited size. You cannot have infinite number of elements in an array. You just have a limited number of elements. Now if you are saying 10, the name cannot be more than 10. If it is more than 10, it will result in some problems. Printf, enter the name of the player. Scanf %d %s, sorry. So here this array of characters is actually called a string. So if we have an array of characters, we can scan them directly by %s. And please note that ampersand is not needed in this case. Similarly, we can get the name of player 2, enter the name of player 1 is S, and the name of player 2 is %s. It's name 1, name 2. Again, this is how we can print a string, and then the curly brace ends. You can try this out at your computers, and after trying this out, do some testing. Input some names and see if these are correctly displayed. Input a blank or a space as a name and see what happens. Input the same name for player 1 and player 2. So is this, if you have the same name for player 1 and player 2, it is an error, and you should be able to detect that. So how to prevent the user from giving a wrong output, a wrong input rather? Now this is called error handling, and you can use the string compare function. If you want to use the string compare function, you can go through any C book and see how it is used if you want to go to that level of details, and you can add that to your C program. Also try to enter a big name, a name that is bigger than 10. Remember 10, that was the actual size of the array that we mentioned. For example, Jack the Ripper or James Bond 007, and see what happens.